Hey guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. This time we are looking at selection tools and lasso tools. You'll see that I've opened up another image file to the one we opened up last time, the same way. Go ahead and open and unlocked it, and this is what we're going to work with. If you need to pause the video or go back or to follow along, please do that. So we'll go through our basic tools here, move tool at the top, and then selection tools below. Remember, if we right click on this, we have different variations of the same tools. These are great if you, for instance, have something that is perfectly square or rectangular that you want to select, because it creates that selection window. And if you, with the move tool, move the selection window, it'll take away a portion of the image. But this is only useful if what you're trying to switch, let me just undo that real quick. If you're trying to move something around that is completely square or circular with this specific tool. I'll be honest, I don't use this a lot, but it's good to know how it works. Below that, you have another selection tool. This is your lasso. Your lasso tool have different variations as well. A basic lasso tool that allows you to draw in any shape really and create that window. I'm just going to right click and deselect so I can show you a different tool. We also have a polygonal lasso that also allows you to do the same thing but with straight lines only. Let me deselect that. And then the last one is the magnetic lasso. This is the only one of the lasso tools that I typically favor because it sticks like a magnet to a line which is distinctly different from the rest of the image. And it actually corrects you. So if you've not got the steadiest hand, then this will kind of create an outline that the computer thinks that you want, even if you're not super sure what you're doing. So this can be very useful. We're going to move on to my favorite tools though. The quick selections and the subject selection. So this lasso tool is useful, but again, let me show you what I would typically use to work with. So we're going to move into a quick selection here. Quick selection tool has got two main options, magic wand and quick selection. A magic wand, when you click on a shade, it will select anything that is similar within that shade range. Anything that doesn't have strong color borders. So I'll go ahead and just show you what that will look like. Let me just go down and deselect that again. And we're going to try another one. So we're going to try our quick selection. Now up here at the edit bar, you have a quick selection with a plus and a quick selection with a minus. So this is great if we're working with a plus, we're adding things in the image to our selection. And if we make a mistake, if we sneeze or go a little bit, beyond the borders that we actually needed, then you can just go up and go to the minus and subtract that from your selection. And it saves you from having to do everything from scratch, which is really useful. Now, the last thing I want to show you is if I'm on this quick selection, I also have something that says click select subject. So if I click on select subject, it will automatically select the most prominent part of the image. Now I can also click on the button and click on a different subject in the image if that's what I want. But this is very intelligent and often does a lot of the job for us. So we're simply going to stick with this. I am going to go in with my quick selection tool on plus and just make it a little bit smaller because it didn't miss a little bit of the cape here. So we'll just go in and give it a click or two so that we get all of that with us. Now I'm going to be very detailed in here. So I am actually going to go in and make this even smaller and zoom in. You guys remember, hold down the Alt key and scroll. And I just want to go in and make sure that I take away this itty bitty, maybe even make this a little bit smaller still, all the way down to 1. Take away this itty bitty bit of background that she's got between her body and her arm because I don't want that with this. So now we have just the subject selected. We go to the move tool, press V on the keyboard, and we're simply going to pull again like we moved the other image. Just pull, hold, hover over the tab, pull down, and let go. If your transform controls don't show up, remember at the top you just tick show transform controls. You can make her a little bit bigger, and you see again that she's quite fuzzy. But don't worry about that for now, because that will sharpen up at least a little bit once we say yes. It's not the best quality image, but it will do for this example. So as soon as I say yes, that's what I wanted to do, you see that the quality improves. And that is how we select objects and move them into different images. Now, if you have a look here at the bottom right side, you have your different layers. You have the layer for the background, which I can pull down the opacity to make that a bit less opaque. So I have my background layer, my layer 1 and my layer 2, which I will very soon rename into background and object or something similar.